YouTube, how are you doing? It's your boy Optimus bringing you an Advanced Warfare tips and tricks, another part of my tips and tricks series. And in this one we're going to talk about routes, playing objective, how to play objectively smart, and how to use the routes that you learn to get out of gunfights and bad situations. So let's start out with routes. What are good routes to learn and run? Well, it all depends what map you're playing, what game modes you're playing, such as right now I'm playing Domination, which is where I suggest starting with trying all this stuff out because it's an easier game mode. Hardpoint, you're going to need it in the long run for the rotating hills and so on. But we're going to start with Dom. So the first thing you want to do is be fully aware of your surroundings, where you can go. Like I just got one shot, killed one guy, and ran out of there into that building. It's a very good route to go. You just have to make sure that they're not spawning out. In this case, I knew they were capping A, so I knew I had enough time to heal up and get on the A cap before anything else happened to me. So that's a smart route. Now there's plenty of other ways I could have taken. I could have run through parking garage, pretty much could have ran any which way and got out of it, but it's also knowing your spawns. By looking at the minimap and seeing the way your team pushes, guys, you're going to know whereabouts the enemy's spawning roughly. Now the spawns are a little sketchy in this game, so I can't make any promises that it's going to work every time, but it's going to help you a lot. So being aware of your mini-map and what buildings, areas, jump ups, and so on are around you is going to allow you to get away from bad situations like getting sprayed at by 5 people and just get out of their spawn. Like there, I just suck at going through doors, but if I could have got back in there and got my reload, I would have been able to pick up another kill. So it's also about timing. Paying attention to your mini-map, like I said, is very important. So it's going to help you judge your timing and when you should push and when you shouldn't push. Like there, I should have ran from that gunfight. I should have hopped out window and came back behind him, or looped around this tractor trailer and waited on him, but I was too jumpy, pushed in the gunfight, one shot, and lost the gunfight. So as you can see, I get the re-challenge and do get the win. So playing smart is a big key to this, guys. So as you can see, right now I'm actually playing a cut because I know they're pushing that back alley. They want to flip us out of A and try and get the triple cap. And if they do that on this map, guys, you're going to spawn in parking garage, and you do not want that. Works the same way for hardpoint. If you're playing this hill, the hill that I have now, where I would be in hardpoint, the best spawn would be where I'm spawning. So they're all going to be spawning back alley, so it's easy to pull the cut and pick up the kills from that location. Now, as you can see here, I'm playing another style of cut, and I'm playing right up on the defense. I'm not right on the flag, but I'm close enough to try and cut them off while they're trying to cap. And the reason I'm not pushing in the hill, guys, is because I'm trying to stay alive to give my guys a better spawn inside that building to hopefully get that flag cap. So now let's talk about the objective side of this. What is the best way to play objective? Well, we're going to start with the worst way of playing objective, and that is to just cap the objective and sit still. Just by capping an objective and parking your butt in a corner isn't going to help you guys much at all. You're actually going to find yourself getting more deaths than you are kills sitting in that corner. Unless you're playing a bunch of people who have no idea what they're doing and are just running in full bore, then you're probably going to find yourself losing a majority of gunfights. But if you do get them people, you're going to find yourself winning a lot more gunfights because they just simply are not paying attention. So let's go into another way of defending the hill, and that's playing on the hill. So if you're playing Domination and you're playing on the flag, you're playing inside where the flag is capped, trying to get defend kills, you definitely want to stay moving, strafing back and forth, being aware of all your entryways, such as B-Dom on this map. You have the roof entryway, which I would call the jump over, and you have a front door and a back door. So being aware of all those situations when you're by yourself could be a pain, but while moving around and watching all those, it's going to make it a lot harder for somebody to just wallbang you or just start spraying a corner knowing that somebody's going to be in there. Because most of the times when somebody pushes an objective, they're pretty sure somebody's in there, especially if you guys have the cap and they're trying to get it back. They're going to be damn well positive that somebody's going to be sitting inside of there, whether it's you being aware or one of your teammates not being so aware. And here's one of the situations where I play back. I end up dying in this situation because I get pushed from the hill. As you can see, I went to pick up a kill from their spawn, rotated back to pick up the kills on the objective, and ended up dying anyway. But that's, if you can pick up those kills where they count, that's where it's most important. Now let's go with the best way that I think there is to defend a hill, a hard point, which what I mean by hill, or any type of OBJ area, and that is to kind of float around the outside of it. Instead of playing inside of it, kind of float around the outside, play building cuts, play any type of cuts in the map that you're going to be able to stop them from pushing into the objective. So, like for instance, on this map, this area that I'm in is actually a very good area to pick up kills, as long as they're not pushing through parking garage. You just got to be careful with the push that I just made, because you're looping around through the back of their spawn. A better push would be to go back towards your spawn and push the hill that way. But the push that I made was also allowing me to come behind them. So flanking is extremely important in that case, and knowing how many guys are down watching the kill feed, even though they can spawn right back up, can help you stay alive in a situation like that. See, they're spawning deep spawn, so I didn't really have to worry about that. Now our team has push up, so we're spawning kind of weird mid-map spawn. That's a really bad spawn, but as you can see, we pick up flags and pick up cuts. But yeah, floating the hills, floating flags, even CTF, if you're up by a few caps and the game's almost over, and they pull out on you, get a cap, and now you're only up by 1 cap, your best thing to do is going to be to float your flag. Don't sit in a corner and watch it. Play an area that you can cut it and stop them from making pulls. And if you're running an AR, the best way to do that is to make sure you're playing in an area where you have long-range engagement. So that way you can try and stop them or get shots on them, or call them out to your friends and or teammates who you're playing with to pick up the kills to help your team get the wins, which is, I think, the most important thing to objective play, guys, is having friends to play with or people who are talking to you in the lobby that are going to help you hold down the flag, and if they die, they're going to call out where they are. Like in this game, I had Grimlock helping me make the calls, and this is great. I could punch in the back of the head. I don't know how the guy looped around so quick, but there he is. But I had Grimlock helping me with, he was making call outs on where he was dying from, so I was pretty well aware of where I was getting pushed from, and pretty well aware of how I can push the map and float the map to stop myself from getting killed and pick up more kills. And I do pick up a lot of kills in this game, so I'm hoping that some of these techniques help you guys. I know it's a lot to understand, but like I said, start in domination. It's the easiest game mode to actually play objectively in and learn how to play cuts, because it doesn't bounce around like hardpoint, and the spawns aren't quite like CTF, where in CTF, if you push left side of the map and you pick up kills, the enemy's going to be spawning on right side of the map, and if your team's clueless, they're going to pull the flag on you and pull it back right side of the map. That's why having full map control in CTF is important, but we will get into a CTF gameplay. I think I'm going to do one of those for my next video, where I'll teach you guys how to play CTF, how to play spawns, and how about that 4-piece in the hill? Yeah, that was dirty. But I will do that for you guys. It will help you get better at CTF. I'm going to work on getting a hardpoint video. I'm going to try and get a full team in ranked hardpoint and be able to show you guys how to anchor spawns and block spawns. So there's a lot of stuff coming to the channel, guys. So definitely, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're not, do me a favor, hit that like button, spread the word, spread it on Facebook, and let's get this channel growing even more than it's already been. It's been bumping up a lot in video views and subs in the past week, and it feels really good to be that far. So I want to thank you guys for all the support you've been giving me. I hope most of the gameplay does help, guys. I'm going to get into a couple more things on what else is going on in spawns and domination and better cuts here real quick. So this map is easy for Dom, guys, so don't think that this is a hard map. There's only 3 ways to push the B flag, and obviously my team's not playing objectively, which should be what's going on when you have somebody like me who's dropping 60 kills on cuts. So one most important thing is let's get the objectives down, guys. It's the most important thing. So make sure your team's playing objective before you waste all this time having a good game like I have to pick up the lose, because nobody wants to lose. Everybody wants to pick up the W's. So yeah, guys, play your hardest, do the best you can, and in that you will succeed in definitely destroying people in domination, as I did in this video. Stay tuned for more pro tips and tricks and how to get better at locating spawns with CTF in my next video. And until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. Peace.
Failure is unacceptable. Atlas leader out.